Welcome to the Real Nicole's travel vlog. This trip was to Punta Cana and we stayed at the Riu Republica. This was a group trip for us, so we had about 3 rooms. They had one of the rooms available right at 3 p.m. However, the other two took about an hour and a half because we wanted to be as close as possible and they needed to be cleaned. Unfortunately, the room that was ready had issues. The toilet wouldn't flush properly and the TV did not work. However, they sent maintenance over and they were able to address both issues. The room itself was okay. It could have been a little cleaner. They did accompany you with the traditional mini fridges that gave you different alcoholic beverages as well as sodas. Unfortunately, they do not have room service, so that was a bummer. Also, our mini fridge did not get really cold, and as you see, it's leaking. And the water was turned off at around 2 a.m. to about 3 a.m. one morning. Other issues included the bathroom had an odor and the towels were dingy. The resort itself was beautiful. They had several different pools and access to the beach. I love that the beach chairs were available and under shade. As you see, they had tons of people selling items outside the beach. So just be prepared to say no thank you or look at the items that they have to sell. They were also braiding hair. You could get massages. Whatever you think of was available on the beach. While relaxing on the beach, they will come through with servers who will give you beverages, and you can request specific beverages that you'd like to. Make sure you tip because there is a small walk from the bar to the beach. So, as a courtesy, be prepared to tip. We picked a wonderful day to be at the beach. However, it was high current, so be careful in getting in the water. Definitely make sure you are paying attention to the flags. It lets you know how harsh the waters are. However, it was a beautiful day and we were able to see the beautiful ocean. Now, let's talk about the food. The biggest issue we had was with their reservation process. First of all, they do not allow reservations in advance, which makes it very difficult to get in a steakhouse, which is the most popular items that you want to eat. With the steakhouse, you get all you can eat and they have a really good presentation. Our goal was to go on Tuesday, but we were having a different activity and we got back too late and we were turned away. So the next day we went and we were able to get on the list. You have to get there around 5:45 to 6 o'clock to make sure. We saw a lot of people being turned away because they did not make it on time to make a reservation for the steakhouse. However, most of the pictures that you see here are from the buffet. The buffet was okay. Because they have such a big variety of items, you should definitely find something to eat. However, it gets monotonous. You want to switch it up, and most of the buffet foods are the same. I will admit that their desserts were delicious. I've been to several Rios and their desserts do not taste right, but there were several desserts that were delicious at this particular Rio. This resort had 2 sides, one we call the East and the West Wing, and it had a difference of the buffets available. There was a difference in the decor and overall experience. So keep that in mind that if you want to go to one end to another, there is a lot of walking. So be prepared to get your exercise on. They do have several other restaurants to go to. However, because we were with a group, we wanted to go places that would accommodate multiple people, and not a lot of us ate Italian or Asian food. So that was definitely a downside to the restaurant options that they had available. Again, the buffet was available. We ate there most of the nights, but it got tiresome after a while. The breakfast buffet was the bomb. However, they had the ability for you to create your own omelets. They also had a section for you to do scrambled eggs. Again, these are the buffets on the west side. There were additional buffets on the east side. So you could just determine which side you want to walk to and enjoy. I want to shout out this server because he always made sure he had a wonderful smile and was able to help us. And this server as well, she was a vibe. She made sure that we had an enjoyable day and made sure my husband's birthday was extra special. As usual, they did not disappoint with the entertainment. The first night we got there, which was a Sunday, they had a beach party and it was lit. The DJ was pretty cool. They brought in a lot of people. We didn't know the beach party was going on. So they had staff walking around letting us know that there was a beach party and pulled us over. This particular location also had a nightclub or disco, and it was the bomb. The DJ played most of the same music every night. However, we went there most nights just to chill, listen to music, and dance. That first night was awesome, but after you hear the same songs, it just doesn't hit the same. Again, you do have something to do, though. It's not a situation where it's just boring once all the formal shows are over. They also have a bar there, and you can enjoy the unlimited drinks in the bar. Of course, you have an app that you can follow and see what entertainment was going on. My husband loves the Michael Jackson impersonation, so we made sure that we were available for that. In addition to that, they had karaoke, they had Kahoot games. Every night there was a list of things to do. Make sure you get to the popular shows early because, as you can imagine, with 7 people, it was hard to find seating. As mentioned, they don't have room service, so after hours when the restaurants are closed, the only food available is at the sports bar, and the sports bar is right next to the club. So guess what? Everyone leaves the club and they eat up all the food at the sports bar, and most of the nights they did not replenish it quickly enough. As a result, there was no food. One thing we learned on this trip is that they alternate the white party and the neon party. So Wednesday, we were expecting to attend the white party. However, it was the neon party, which was no big deal. We just wore our white, or we told our guests that they could wear whatever they wanted to on that Wednesday. So that they need a better way to show on the app which day is going to be the neon or white party so that you can be prepared. Either way, they were lit. The neon party was dope. Of course, everything was neon. They had performances. They had talent on stilts. They had person on skates. It was just amazing. They make sure that they are lit and make sure that you have a wonderful time. So far, this was our least favorite Rio. We would definitely not stay at this location again. However, if you are on a tight budget, go ahead and book it. But just keep in mind that there may be issues with the food and the rooms are not as up to date.